Hi and welcome to Cheeky Richo's chocolate vegan crazy cake. This has got no eggs, no butter, no milk and no bowl. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. There are only 8 of them, 4 liquid and 4 dry ingredients. We're just going to preheat our oven to 180 degrees Celsius, which is about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and get on with our mixture. First thing we do, if we just got some cold water here, we add our vanilla extract, our oil. I'm using sunflower oil. You could use any oil you like. Try to use something that's not too strong. And our white vinegar. So just pour that all in. Give it a little mix around. It's not going to mix because the oil is going to float on top of the water. But that's all we're going to do with that. Now we have got a glass baking dish, which is a Pyrex oven-proof dish. 6 cup or 1.5 litre capacity. And we're just going to mix our remaining ingredients, which are just plain flour. Don't grease it. Don't need to. Granulated sugar, unsweetened cocoa, and bicarb soda or baking soda. Mix those all together, make sure there's no lumps and it's well incorporated. Okay, that's nicely mixed up now. As you can see, it's a light chocolatey sort of colour. Make a bit of a well in the centre, and then we're going to send in our water, oil, vinegar and vanilla mixture. So just give it a bit of an emulsify very quickly and pour it in. The vinegar is going to help activate the bicarb soda or the baking soda in there, and we're just going to have to mix this all around until it's well combined. Mixing pretty easily. Then we're going to bake it for about 35 minutes in a 180 degree oven until a skewer inserted in the center comes out clean. Nice, moist, chocolatey and delicious. You can frost it with anything that you like. Chocolate frosting obviously is an obvious choice, but none of these ingredients need to be refrigerated, so it's a terrific camp recipe as well. Cook it in a camp oven or something. Just make sure there's no lumps in there and it's well combined. Now I always like to scrape down the sides to make sure it doesn't stick around the top, because that will actually burn on. Onto a baking tray so that if it does get out, if you've miscalculated your cake tin, it won't foul your oven. So onto a baking tray, into the oven. 35 minutes later you're going to be sitting down to a yummy vegan chocolate cake. Okay, it took a few more minutes, so looking at about 37 minutes later, and this is what you should have. Got a few cracks on the top of it, but I'm going to spackle that with icing anyway. So it smells pretty good and it's really quite dark in colour. Allow it to cool and then we're going to frost it. Okay, it's time to make our vegan chocolate frosting. We've got some coconut oil here. We're just going to melt that in the microwave or on the stove. If you happen to be in a warm climate, that will be liquid at the moment. Obviously I'm not. The cocoa powder and the icing sugar and just a couple of drops of boiling water just to keep it nice and soft and fluffy. So we'll just melt our coconut oil and we'll combine the rest of our ingredients. Okay, for our vegan frosting we just add our melted coconut oil to our bowl, mix in our icing sugar mixture or confectioner's sugar and cocoa. Give it a good mix until it is well combined. It'll be really quite lumpy. We're going to add a few drops of boiling water, and once you've got a nice smooth consistency, don't add too much water at once or it will be too runny and you won't be able to manage it. If it looks like it's solidifying a bit much, you can just pop it back in the microwave for a few seconds, 10 seconds, it'll soften it up again. Our cake is warm at about room temperature. We're just going to add our frosting, smooth it all over, and we're going to cut it in the pan. It's going to be too difficult to get out, but it's easy to transport as it is if you're going to a potluck or a picnic and you just cut it up. And there you have it, Cheeky Richo's vegan chocolate cake. It's a crazy cake and vegan frosting. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel, and don't forget to please subscribe, and do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you and we're uploading lots of videos every week. And don't forget, we've got an entire vegan playlist. You guys are spoiled for choice. But that's it. Okay, let's cut this guy and see what he looks like. Get a sharp knife. And there you have it, Cheeky Richo's chocolate vegan crazy cake. Okay, let's have a little taste, shall we? Look how moist that is. It's so soft and fluffy. The frosting's soft and the coconut oil won't let it get hard and gritty. Nice job. It's like a chocolate mud cake, except much healthier. Thanks for watching.